He saw it coming, every single time. The dot-com bubble, the 2008 crash, the COVID collapse. He warned the world, and the world laughed. Then everything fell apart, exactly as he said it would. So why did nobody listen? And what does it mean for the crash that's coming next? This is the story of Hyman Minsky, the economist who cracked the code of financial collapse, and the system that has spent 60 years ignoring him. It's 1986. Ronald Reagan is president. The economy is booming. On Wall Street, the word risk is practically a dirty word. But in a quiet university office in St. Louis, one man is running very different numbers. His name is Hyman Minsky, and he's terrified. Not because the economy is struggling, but because it isn't. Minsky had developed a theory that turned conventional economics upside down. His big idea: stability is dangerous. The longer everything goes right, the more catastrophically it will go wrong. Think of it like this. Imagine your neighbor gets a loan to flip a house. It works, he pays it back. Now he takes a bigger loan, flips 2 houses, and again. Now he's borrowing against the houses to buy more houses. He's not worried. Times are good. Prices always go up. Right. Minsky called this the 3 stages of debt. Stage 1. Hedge finance. You borrow, and your income comfortably covers everything. Principal, interest, no problem. Stage 2. Speculative finance. Your income only covers the interest. You're betting asset prices keep rising, so you can eventually pay off the principal. Stage 3. Ponzi finance. You can't even cover the interest. You need to borrow more money just to survive. You're praying the bubble doesn't pop before you can sell. Minsky's insight: during good times, everyone slowly drifts from stage 1 to stage 3. Banks lend more. People borrow more. Regulations get loosened. Because nothing bad has happened in years, so why would anything go wrong? And this is exactly what makes the system fragile. Minsky called this the Minsky Moment. The exact instant the music stops, interest rates tick up. One over-leveraged investor can't make a payment. They sell assets to cover the debt. Prices dip. Other investors panic. The dip becomes a crash. The crash becomes a crisis. The crisis becomes a collapse. Every single financial crisis in modern history follows this exact pattern. But here's the part that will make you angry. Minsky published his foundational theory in 1975, 33 years before the 2008 crash. He predicted subprime lending. He predicted bank runs. He predicted the domino collapse, word for word, decade after decade. He wrote the script. And the mainstream economics world called him a fringe thinker. He wasn't invited to the big conferences. He didn't win the Nobel. His work wasn't on the required reading lists. He died in 1996, 12 years before the world finally understood what he knew. On September 15, 2008, Lehman Brothers collapsed, and the global financial system stopped breathing. Within days, economists were scrambling for a framework. And the framework they reached for? Minsky's. Paul McCulley had coined the phrase Minsky Moment back in 1998. After 2008, it went everywhere. Janet Yellen cited him. The IMF cited him. The Bank of England cited him. The man they ignored for 33 years became the most cited economist of the 2008 crisis. But vindication didn't change anything. Not really, because the same system that ignored Minsky is still running today. Global debt has now crossed $300 trillion. a number that would have horrified him. We're running trillion-dollar deficits in peacetime. During growth cycles, interest rates were near zero for over a decade. An entire generation of investors has never seen a real rate environment. They've only ever known stage 1 and stage 2. They've never experienced stage 3. Now rates are rising. The game is changing, and the debt is enormous. Commercial real estate is cracking. Regional banks are wobbling. Private equity firms are sitting on debt they can't refinance. And the thing that should terrify you? Everyone thinks it'll be fine. That's exactly what Minsky warned us about. That's the stability trap. The confidence is the crisis. The calm is the warning sign. China is running Minsky-scale debt dynamics in its property sector. Evergrande alone carried more debt than the GDP of many nations. We have built the most Minsky unstable global financial system in history, and almost nobody in power is saying so. So what would Minsky say if he were here today? He'd probably say, look for the places where everyone feels safest. That's where the next crisis is hiding. He wasn't a doomsday economist. He was a structural one. He believed crises weren't accidents. They were built in, by design, by incentive. And if they're built in, they can be understood. They can be mapped. They can be prepared for. The people who saw 2008 coming weren't psychics. They were reading Minsky. The question is never whether the Minsky moment is coming. It's always coming. The question is, are you going to be the one who sees it, or the one who's shocked by it? Hyman Minsky died ignored. He deserved a Nobel Prize. He got a footnote. But his ideas, they're more alive than ever. The next Minsky moment is being built right now. The only question is, who's watching? Drop a comment. Where do you think the next Minsky moment hits first? And if you think Minsky deserved the Nobel Prize, hit the like button. I'll see you in the next one.